Welcome back to Pirate Radio Broadcast. I'm fast talking Eddie Mr. Pete. Well, it seems that the hunt or the pursuit of a new head coach for the Titans has surpassed the interim coach Tim Stevens. So instead of Tim Stevens getting the gig, there's talk about replacing Tim Stevens with a YouTube influencer, a media, internet media darling, former quarterback from the Stealth Aliens, Christina Taylor. Some Madden years ago, and Madden episodes from years ago, Christina Taylor was a non-Madden roster player. So they're considering temporarily putting in Christina Taylor. But right now, they're in the process of doing all of this.
Some turmoil threatens their roster in the early season. A challenge has been made for a top spot on the depth chart. Competition breeds success, but coaches will decide how far the competition goes.
Oh, wow. They're not happy with this guy, Tim Stevens. Saying, what's going on with this guy? Christina Taylor.
The menu on the left lets you adjust your league settings and where to start your franchise, in the preseason, the regular season, or with a fantasy draft.
They're gonna pick up. They got 2 slots open. We're gonna be looking for a punter. Ryan Stonehouse, Colorado State. Welcome aboard. And the Buccaneers, Todd Bowles, or Bowles. Winfield, Irving, Barton, Braswell, Palmer, Elijah, Green, Haggard. Get the upgrades. Alright, let's get on with the game. Titans, Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay. Tonight, we'll get a prime-time preseason matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Personnel is out. Everyone's ready to get this one going. And we're off from Tampa. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. Leading them out is the fourth-year pro out of the University of Florida, Kyle Trask.
Don't think for a second, Kate, he hasn't heard the noise. Read the comments from the keyboard warriors who say they just want somebody else leading this team. Let me let you in on a little secret. Those criticisms, they can fuel quarterbacks. Make that chip on the shoulder even bigger to prove people wrong and to show I really do belong in this league. I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. And it'll lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Trask looking to pass. He keeps it and takes off. He's going to get down safely. Picked up close to 6. Nice call on his part there, but it does leave them now with a third down.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Third down from the gun. He's going for himself. He's all the way across midfield down the inside that 45-yard line. That play gains 15 and it moves the sticks.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First and 10 from the 43. They'll play action. Running to left side by Gunner. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Hey, you like these results at first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so it's going to be 3rd and short coming up. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. We need to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
He slides down and let's pick up that first.
A gain of 9 yards.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
moving the ball very well out of the gate here. It's set up now to 26. Here he goes on the boot. That's going to be Garrett's. He gets this down to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Bucs have the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
19. Inside the red zone. Once again. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be first and goal there.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
First down, play action. Tom's rush is going to win this round. And it's step one towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more though. Second and goal coming up.
All right, first sack on the board, and the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
On the ready. Law sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's second and goal.
Here we go.
To the air with Trask. And the Titans pick it up. Deep in their own territory, they're going to take possession now after the fumble. It looked like those 6 points were theirs. They were right there on the horizon, but a very disappointing way for that to end, as instead they turn it over down near the goal line.
Yeah, I think the word I'd use here, Kate, is bittersweet, because it wasn't all bad. That opening drive still made it right to the edge of the end zone. A lot to build on here, but man, what a painful way for that drive to end.
So the Titans readying for their opening drive of the game. And leading them out is one of the league's longest tenured quarterbacks.
Here it is, Kate. This is a weekly payoff to all the work you do behind the scenes. All those bonus reps as you stick around and try to develop that chemistry. Think Tom Brady and Deion Branch in the mid-2000s. Communicating from just glances and subtle nods. That's the type of stuff they're constantly working on to give them an edge right here on game day.
First carry here for Tom Holland. He slipped that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? The linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instinct come to life.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Right back to Pollard. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good. For Titans, first down. It's a gain of 10.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. Again around Pollard. The adjustment defensively stopping these times. No gain on first down.
And that's a run and 12 off the stat sheet. If you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it's going to be because of a play just like that. Softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9. They get to Pollard. And once again, he doesn't get it twice before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. Third and 6 coming up.
And make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
6 yards to go here. It's third down. To the air on third and long. It's caught by Jefferson. And he's going to be driven set. It's Pollard. He scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
You know running the ball in the NFL is hard. That play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. On the gun, they go with Pollard. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Allen on 3rd down. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. With finesse, and that brings up 4th down.
And not just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target, and he could play on it.
Coming now from the Titans on this 4th down. On comes Johnny Hecker. So the Buccaneers offense getting out there for their 2nd drive. And they know they let points slip away with that fumble in the red zone, Brock. They're looking to get it back here. First call here, coming for the shotgun. Slot man motioned over. The play action on 1st down. Step up, there he goes. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. Gain 15 there. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it could suck the wind out of that defense.
All set to go now from the 35. 1st down. They're able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Get that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Once again, Irving. Well up there, ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9, all the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Got his man. This is McMillan. And this is a nice midfield. They're going to stop it at that 45-yard line. It's 20 yards on that play. And the Bucs have the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45.
Rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he can only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Right back to Irby now. down behind the sticks now after that holding call. Here's Travis. He's running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing third down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Third and long for him here. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a fourth down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Bucks getting set up to punt now on fourth down. On comes Riley Dixon. Tyler Lockett waiting for it. Tennessee headed out for its second drive of the game. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Titans to the line now. First and 10.
You a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. Pressure coming. It's Allen. That's brought in by Kevin. He pushes it up across the 30 before going out. Making it even 10 on that play. That's good for a Tennessee first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Now it's toss. It's Pollard. A lot of effort there, Pollard. The end result to fall through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
One defender play out when his buddy was there to swarm to the ball. Make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run, and it's second and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. He had it for a moment. Great defensive play. Johnny Luke's incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are thrown into rush out, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Absolutely finds this one right side. Really good throw on third down. In bank, the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
Kate, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and third downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, plant was fixed.
Here comes the Titans punting unit. By this point, partner, they're through that opening script, through trying to establish their offense, and yet still no points. Thinking it might be time to start switching things up a little bit, tear up the old game plan and start fresh.
Well, I promise you that's what's buzzing on the headsets and over on the sidelines and in the huddle. Gotta find a way to just get into some sort of rhythm.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. Throwing off the play fake. They bring it to the turn. first snap there. That's going to bring up second down.
This defense could not make a bigger statement out of the gate with this game. Man, the lead up to a ball game, trash talk. Right things said in the pick, Baltimore material, whatever it is. This defense took something personal, Kate, and they are taking it out on this quarterback.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. They're gonna throw out of the gun. Yeah, he's under pressure. He goes down. And hopefully they'll have some better blocking on the next play because that was not good. Brings up 3rd down.
Hey, look, beyond having to pick yourself off the ground over and over again, all of these sacks in this first quarter have led to so much disruption. Kate, what do offense look for, especially early? Get myself into rhythm. Get myself into a tempo. What do defenses want to do? Wreck all of that, and that's exactly what this defense is doing.
Wouldn't be a comfortable spot to punt it. Can they avoid that by converting here on 3rd? Again, this is Irving. He's going to be stopped well shy in that first down marker. On the yard. That means 4th down coming up.
Defenses at this level, really any level, will let you run it there all day, every day, and twice on Sundays. You give up yards, even a healthy chunk of them. Just float the ball and make sure he's brought to a halt well shy of that first down marker.
Tampa Bay in punt formation now. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Short drop, and he still gets away a very good punt. And hey, we see all the football, but they will get nothing on that return.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. They run the counter to Pollard. And they take it down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. Through one quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break.